I got a piece of Datolite that I'm going to be cutting open here. It's about 2 inches wide, and some smaller pieces. These ones here I'm pretty sure are Datolite, but I'm just going to cut them, grind them down a little bit so we can see what's inside of them. So I don't anticipate this Datolite being too difficult to cut. My thoughts are to cut it along this way here versus cutting it this way. So we'll see. I'm just about done cutting through everything, and I don't think that I showed this one. This is a Laguna Lace that I just recently got. I'm going to be cutting this one down here. I got this from Kingsley North, and I've had this other one, and I'm not really sure where to cut it. Looks like we got a couple different colors and layering things different going on here, so I'm just going to take a slice off of this here, and then I'm going to cut it long ways after I cut that, so that I'll have 3 pieces. So here are those pieces of what I believe could be Datolite that I collected up at the Caledonia Mine in up near Ontonagon, Michigan, and I'm all done cutting them, and let's see what they are. Yeah, this one, not really anything. Maybe just like a little piece of feldspar or something in there. I don't really think we have much of anything there. And this one, don't really have anything going on there, just a little bit of epidote. Didn't have high hopes for this one, but I thought maybe. Just kind of had that that weird bumpy shape. And but it was, yeah, just the color of it didn't really look like most of the ones that you get up in the Caledonia Mine there. They usually got a lot more red in them, red or pink color. And this one here actually turned out to be pretty nice. You can see the Datolite in there. And they were kind of skeptical on this one, and I was like, I don't know, man. I think this might be Datolite. Here, you know, I just seen some other pieces that were, and you could see just a little bit of the red in there, but it had that real bumpy look to it. So. Oh. It's real pretty. I like how it's got the green epidote in there. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any copper. But, yeah, it's nice. It's pretty. Alright, sorry about that. This one here. Nice red in there, real smooth too. When I start cutting, the ones that I suspected where it gets like this weird white milky kind of stuff in the water when you're cutting it, so that's why I suspected these ones were. Tiny little pieces. Oh, it almost looks like it's maybe got some copper in there. I can't tell. I'd have to run the metal detector on that. But we'll see. That's mostly what you get out there is these tiny little pieces. So yeah, didn't get a whole lot. So I say 1, 2, 3, 4 okay pieces. And this one here I actually purchased online from Etsy. Bought quite a few rocks from them, and they're all really nice. Bought some cabochons and stuff, and just I saw they actually had this unique 2-inch Datolite nodule that was uncut, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." So, and I was kind of nervous cutting it. Didn't want it cut it wrong, and it was rather expensive. We don't need to mention how much it was, but and yeah, so I was kind of nervous cutting it, and it's got this bumpy, gritty looking outside of it. That's really nice. That's really pretty. It's got some yellow in here, and a little bit of pink mixed in with that white. And I'm really happy with it. Wasn't sure what color it was going to be. Judging from the outside of it, I kind of thought it was maybe going to be more pink, but you can see some white in there. Just a little mixture of pink and white. So you can see just a little bit of yellow in here too. So yeah, it's turned out pretty excellent. I'm happy with those. So besides the Datolite, I actually cut some other pieces. I had this Swazi Mozambique agate that had that, I don't know if you guys remember from one of my previous videos, I had like a line, like a ridge going through it, and well, I decided to cut that one, and same thing with this one. This one was from that video. I decided to cut this piece, and this Indonesian stick agate I actually cut, and well, I decided to cut that again into a thinner piece. And I had this Laguna lace that I'd gotten pretty recently from Kingsley North, and I wanted to show that also. So let's check this one out real quick. It's got this really pretty kind of pink druzy, real light purple pink, I'm not sure, but it's real pretty. And the Swazi agates tend to get those pinks and almost like it's kind of like a raspberry kind of color, and you get the water lines in there. They're just so pretty. I had to kind of grind it down quite a bit on the outside just to get rid of some of the irregularities in it, and make it smoother, easier to tumble. So yeah, when I was cutting into it, I ran into this, and I was like, what is going on here? But yeah, I just wasn't expecting it to have that little void in there. But that's really pretty. I'm happy with that. I'm not disappointed at all. It's real pretty. Alright, this piece here, I got from Rogue Rockhound Prospector, so I'm pretty sure it comes from out in Oregon. And I suspected it was probably a moss agate. Sure looked like it probably was, and really wasn't sure where to cut it, and was kind of humming and hoeing over it for probably over a year. Well, I decided to finally cut it, and it's really nice. Really fantastic red color to it. I love it. Really nice. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Pieces are probably tumbling really soon. Let's look at this Indonesian stick agate. I know we've already seen it before, but let's get a better look at it now that it's cut a little bit thinner. So yeah, it's pretty translucent now, but maybe the light passed through it before, but sometimes when you cut them a little bit thinner, they look a little nicer. That's really cool. I didn't want to cut it too thin, because it might crack or break or something. But I got some nice pieces here. Should be good to tumble just like that. Or this stuff's gonna just break off and wear away, so not worried about that too much. It's pretty good size, decent shape to tumble. Alright, this stuff here is another one of the Swazi agate pieces. Looks like it's got like a little kind of fractures here, but for the most part, it's pretty solid though. There's no cracks really running through it. Let's see, it's got some banding in there, kind of faint. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, there was just a really large, weird shape. So I didn't want to cut it into too many pieces, so I just cut it at the it basically had the irregularity, just like the weird kind of almost like a divot in it, and so I just cut it right along there. So I had that other piece there, and this nice piece. But yeah, so you can see both pieces are pretty nice. I had to grind that down again, on the outside there, just to smooth it out and get rid of some of the irregularities. I didn't want to lose too much of this here, but look at that color. That's real pretty. It's got a little bit of it in there. Probably I'm not going to keep too much of that when it tumbles. You lose 40% of the rock, it seems like sometimes. So yeah, I won't lose too much of it, but yeah, that's a pretty one. I like that. Real nice. All right, and we got the Laguna lace. A few different pieces. This is The only one that looked like it needed to be cut. The first one I cut it, I didn't see this. I just kind of just seen this red and gray. I was like, what is that? Hematite? What is that? And then I looked closer and I could see this. I'm like, wow, okay, that's really cool. It was nice. I left a note when I ordered this saying that I was looking for some more red in it, so, you know, some pieces that I could tumble. And they actually sent me back a few nice pieces that were perfect. And hopefully this tumbles pretty well. This is gorgeous stuff, though. I mean, it's really kind of pretty like that, actually. Might just leave one of them. But I just worry about the lace agates. You know, it gets this undercutting. It's notorious for that. It looks real pretty, but man, it can be a pain to try to tumble. But this one doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like it's gonna cause a whole lot of problems. So we'll see. We'll see. Man, that's gorgeous stuff, though, huh? Alrighty. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, take care and rock on.